Congratulations, everybody. You made it to my classroom. Welcome to Season 2 of SOST, Scares of Student Teaching. Now, I would change the name, but I don't want to because it's gained a little bit of popularity in YouTube. So I want to keep the name. I don't want to change it because I feel like that's just going to disrupt your ability to find me. So yes, I did start it to help out student teachers, but in the long run, these videos are made to help all teachers. So just because it's called Scares of Student Teaching, it doesn't mean it's exclusive to student teaching. So just wanted to put that disclaimer out there. Anyway, welcome back. It's Season 2. It's my second year as a full-time teacher, and man, some crazy changes have happened. So the main thing that I'm going to address in this video is the idea of fatigue, because we all experience it, especially brand new teachers, especially first year teachers. Fatigue sets in quick because we're making our assignments from scratch most of the time because we don't have anything. We are brand new and we have no materials yet. So we have to steal from other teachers and make it our own, and we're starting from the ground up, and that fatigue sets in quick. Let me switch my, I stopped working out and now my arms are all weak and feeble, so I got to get back on the horse there. Anyway, so the fatigue sets in quick, and when it sets in quick, it makes you want to quit. And from personal experience, let me just tell you that it gets better. This time last year, last September, October time, I did not think that I was going to be able to do this. I would go to sleep every weeknight, and especially Sunday nights. Oh my gosh, Sunday nights. I would feel so depressed, just not because of like kids are being weird to me or disrespectful or people I work with are being weird or nothing like that. It's just everything that the job entails. It's an exhausting job, and it wears down on you. If you don't have a little bit of a passion for this work, you're going to quit, because if that little bit of passion's not there to keep you driving, then you're not going to make it. So it's a test of how much you really like this job. If you are in like year 3 or 4 or 2 like me and you're still sticking it out with a smile on your face. So if you're in that spot, yay, you've made it. If you're not, and if you're still in that spot of, I'm going to quit, I can't do this, I'm out, can't do this anymore, don't, because it gets a lot better. Once you start to get your own rhythm going and you start to get your identity as a teacher, things get easier. But you have to want to make that identity. You have to want to get to that point in order to surpass all of this depression and fatigue and wanting to quit and anxiety and all that stuff. Now my Sundays are not as bad, not even close to as bad anymore. Now my Sundays are watching football, grading papers if I have to, kicking back on the couch, you know, getting something to eat, making something to eat, listening to music, playing video games, doing a little bit more grading. I space myself out a little bit more. I'm not dwelling on Monday because I know that everything's going to be fine. I'm going to survive. I know these kids. The kids know me. They know my style. They know what's happening. Why should I be so freaked out? And as soon as I started to kind of have that attitude every day, things got better. So if you can try to make yourself have an attitude of just, these are just kids. There's no way I should be afraid of them. This is just my own mind making something way worse than it actually is. Once you get past that realization, then I think you'll be a lot better off. So just hang in there, okay? Hang in there, it gets better. And if there's something more specific that's making you feel that way, like maybe a certain kid just won't get off your case, or an administrator is just not your favorite person and they are constantly on you about something, you know, the best thing you can do is live with those things and think about ways to make them better. How am I going to get this kid to be more respectful? Maybe I should have a one-on-one meeting with them. Maybe I should have a meeting with this kid and their parents. Maybe I should talk to the other teachers and see what they're doing. You have to put yourself out there to fix those little problems. Like for instance, while I was student teaching, I had a kid who just, when he would talk, it would kill it for the rest of the class. Everyone would get off task. Everyone would just totally fall into his disruption. And it was just because of that kid that I would lose the entire class. And what ended up happening was he was a football player. So my master teacher actually went and grabbed his coach and told him what was up, and that immediately fixed the problem. I didn't think of that at the time just because I was so freaked out and terrified of what to do. I just couldn't think of it. But so that's one way. If they play sports, go talk to their coach. These kids can all be reached. They can all be talked to. They're all human. And if you're just real with them and you're understanding, sympathetic, and at the same time you give them the idea that you want to push them forward and keep working hard, you'll get to them. So yeah, just don't give up. That's my thing. Don't give up. This year, just to talk about me for a little bit, this year's been crazy. Over summer, lots of things happen. I'm not even gonna get into the details. Long story short, I've been the assistant speech coach for about 1.5 years now, and the head coach is now working at another school. I was second in line, distant second. I have no experience in debate whatsoever, but here I am today as Sanger High School's head speech and debate coach. So it is overwhelming. It is stressful as anything you can imagine. It's a lot. It's so much, and it's so much to take on. And I had that moment of, I can't do this. This is way too hard for me. How am I going to teach English classes and be a head speech and debate coach and go on all those tournaments that last all day or all weekend or whatever? Like, how am I going to stay alive? But I'm doing it because I know that if I didn't, those kids would be stuck with someone else that they probably wouldn't like, and it would be bad for them, and I would still feel like I would be the head guy even though I technically wasn't, because I would know more about it. So long story short, I just came to the conclusion that maybe I should just do this and step in and take over. So that's what I did. And here I am now, the head speech and debate coach. I can't even, if someone came into like one of my college classrooms while I was in there and said, hey, guess what? In about 4 years, you're going to be the head speech and debate coach at Sanger High School. I'd be like, you're full of it. I'm never doing that in my life. But here I am. You just never know what hand you're going to get dealt. So it's just crazy. But hang in there. Try to have fun. Don't take everything so seriously that it kills you. Have passion. Have a smile on your face, and you'll be fine. So that's how I wanted to kind of kick off SOST Season 2, was with this words of wisdom to anybody who's thinking about giving up. You're going to be great. And we're at about 9 minutes. I'll go ahead and end it here. So if you have any specific questions about anything going on with your classroom or your school or your students or anything, feel free to shoot a comment and I will get back to you. I guarantee it, I'll get back to you. I get back to everybody. And if you just want to talk, you know, you want to lay on the couch for a bit and let me crack open your head and try to help you out, leave a comment for that too. I'm here for moral support as well, so just remember that. Well, it's Friday today, so hopefully you are enjoying your Friday, and let's keep hoping for some rain here in California. We need it. So happy fall. Summer's officially over. And good luck for the rest of the year. I'll talk to you next time. And remember, this isn't goodbye by any means or any nices.